Good morning, gentle soul. Today is a really exciting day because I'm heading down to Tucson, Arizona with my sister Tatum to get matching sister tattoos. We've been planning this for years and the day has finally arrived. My sister is going to be getting the same tattoo as me, and then I actually have a few other designs that I want. So after a few hours of driving, we arrived at Bloodless Tattoo, where we'll be meeting the incredibly talented artist Carolina. The tattoo shop was in this such a cute downtown historical building in Tucson, and it was dark academia meets Hogwarts meets woodland creatures. It was so warm and cozy. I absolutely loved it. The experience was amazing. Carolina's precision and artistry made our sister tattoos absolutely perfect. Carolina honestly did an incredible job. So after I got tattooed, I made my way home back to Phoenix. Okay, so we are back home. It's the next morning. My tattoos feel wonderful, if a little bit itchy, because they're healing. And I really wanted this morning to be intentional self-care, because the day before getting my tattoos and driving with my sister, while it was one of the most fun days of 2024, it was also very tiring. And so you'll see here me spending time with my plants, spending time in God's Word, and journaling, because it is so critical to tune into how you feel and be intentional in your mornings. You don't have to do what I'm doing and create this whole morning routine. It's taken me years to craft what works for me, but I would encourage you to spend time aligning your day with intentionality, whether that's going for a walk or journaling and spending time with yourself and how you intend the day to go. It is so helpful. So you'll see here I am journaling, I'm reading a little bit of a devotional, writing out my thoughts, and I am so excited to show you all my tattoos next. So let's dive right in. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Haley Lynn Reads, where I share with you all things cozy, lifestyle, mental health, thrifting, books, all the things. I gotta show you this mug. So my mom and I went to New York City in January to help her find a wedding dress at Say Yes to the Dress. It was so much fun. We went to Kleinfeld's and I saw a couple of the main consultants and I was totally geeking out, because if you're anything like me, I've been watching Say Yes to the Dress for like 10 plus years, like when it started. We went to this really cute bookstore called the Drama Bookshop, and it was just this cozy, I don't even know, it was just beautiful. I'm gonna try to find footage of it and put it on the screen, but it had this beautiful wraparound of book architecture along the ceiling, and it was just so magical. My mom and I wanted to get a mug from there to commemorate our trip, and so that is where this mug came from. Before we dive into tattoos, I wanted to just show you all a couple new plant babies that I've recently acquired, adopted from my friend Ava. Ava's home is just full of beautiful plants. And so this first plant, I honestly do not know the name. It's actually like a little trimming. She trimmed it for me. Look at these leaves, they're beautiful. They have all these interesting shapes. I should probably learn the names of my plants, but I'm just obsessed. And Ava told me to start a glass collection for clippings. And so I'm starting a glass thrift. I do not know what kind of plant this is. I need to ask her, but look at this beauty. Just absolutely stunning. I feel so lucky to be its mom. And I need to come up with a name. You know, I used to name my plants, but then I got too many. So I just started calling them different names, kind of like kids. You know, you name, I only have 2 kids, but I mix their names all the time. And I started mixing the names of my plants. So I just call them all my plant babies just to make it easy. And there they are. I love them. They make me so happy. Just having a living plant in each room, it just makes me so happy. But let's get to the tattoos. I am so excited. So I went down to Tucson, Arizona to be with my sister. We went to a beautiful shop in downtown Tucson called the Bloodless Tattoo shop parlor, and it was just stunning. The aesthetic was everything. It was dark academia meets Halloween meets Hogwarts, and it had gallery walls galore and all these different paintings and animals. It was cozy, it was cold, which was amazing. I mean, it was set to 68 degrees, and I could not have been happier because, you know, you're getting tattooed, you're getting pretty hot. And so it makes sense that they would keep it nice and cool. I just wanted to like move in, like, can I just take this little corner, be y'all's therapist? But I loved it. And my tattoo artist, her name is Carolina Olivia, and I have been practicing her name because I messed it up a few times, but she is just incredible. Her nouns are she and they, and she did an incredible job. I mean, from the moment we walked in, my sister and I felt comfortable. We felt cared for. She makes you feel so seen in your desires for your tattoo. You know, she's not that kind of artist where you give her a design, she's like, okay, sure, and just very nonchalant or apathetic. She takes your design, makes it her own, and works with you before she ever puts the ink on you. And that to me was a new experience. I've never been tattooed by a woman, and it was incredible. It was so nice. She was just gentle, charming, cozy. I couldn't get enough of her. So if you are in Tucson, Arizona, or in Arizona in general, and you want to get beautiful line, dainty tattoos or badass, huge tattoos, whatever you want, she can do it for you in Tucson, Arizona. Which one do I want to show first? I put all my tattoos on my left arm because I'm right-handed. It just felt right. But then after I got these tattoos, I'm like, I'm going to get some on my right arm. So I don't know if I really had any reasoning to why I chose my left arm. But I got a stamp for my boys. I'll go over the meaning first. I got a stamp for my boys with their birth flower. I got books because, hello, obsessed. And then the whole reason why I was going down to Tucson with my sister is to get a sister tattoo. And we got these really pretty dragons, and I'll explain those as well. But I'm going to start with my book tattoo. I wanted to get a tattoo to commemorate all the books that have really changed my life, from adolescence, Harry Potter, to college time when I was getting into self-development and becoming a licensed therapist, and to now, which is really being into like fantasy romance, fiction, biographies, learning about people's stories. And every single time I read a book, I'm just transformed into a different world, into a world where I'm caring about the characters and I'm growing with them. And reading to me is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. It's being a reader. It's investing in the authors, investing in ratings and reviews, and sharing your library with your friends. And it has been such a joy for me. Books and storytelling. One of the coolest things I've heard recently was, if you're having a bad day or you're struggling, just think it's all part of the plot. That really helps you get over that hardship, or not even get over it, but help you walk through that hardship and see that what you go through, you can grow through by thinking it's all part of the plot. Our characters that we love and that we root for usually go through really hard things before they're victorious. Just think of Violet Sorrengail in Fourth Wing. She had to go through the parapet and people hating her mother and all this pain, and now she earned her dragon, and she's an incredible dragon rider. If you haven't read Fourth Wing, check it out. Or if you think about Harry Potter coming from the Dursleys and being treated so poorly, but then saving the wizarding world. Our favorite characters go through hardship. So why can't we see ourselves that way? Why can't we say it's all part of the plot? So I almost got that tattooed on me. It's all part of the plot. But this book just reminds me that there's always new chapters, and this moment doesn't make up my whole life. I wanted to get something that represented my boys. I have twin boys, and so I decided to get a dainty cottagecore stamp. I absolutely love the detail. She added these little dots around the rim. We decided on 23 because that's their birth year, aster flowers because that's their September birth flower, and it is just stunning. I mean, I love my book. I love my dragons, but there's something about it being my boy's tattoo. it's just hitting me a whole lot differently. And September is just a great month. It's my sister's birthday. It's when fall starts. So this stamp is just the cutest. I'm relaxing my arms. It's one of the first things you see. It's one of my first tattoos, and that is visibly. So I have visibly. I meant visible. I have a tattoo on my back and I absolutely love it, but I can't see it. I have a tattoo on my ribs. I love it. You can't see it. Really excited to finally have a tattoo that I can see every single morning. That means a lot, as well as my book tattoo. As I'm reading my book, I can see my book tattoo. How beautiful is that? Last but not least, my dragon tattoo. There is a story behind this one, and I want to share it with you so you can really get the full picture of this dragon tattoo. So my sister has been a fantasy reader, fantasy romance. She is on Instagram at the Tucson Type. I just love my sister's content. Her and her wife are really into adventure and books and cabins, so their content is amazing. Sister is really the person that got me into reading. I saw her read Harry Potter, and she would take me to the library. So books and reading and writing, they came from my sister. She is my person. And we've been wanting to get a sister tattoo for, I don't know, like 17 years. That's a long time, right? And so she came to me a month ago and said, let's get dragon tattoos. And I was like, absolutely not. I mean, we were talking about getting a stamp together or a letter or a coffee mug, but a dragon, you've got to be kidding me. I love fantasy, but I did not want to put a dragon on me until she sent me the designs and I read Fourth Wing and things started to change. I realized I really want to get a dragon tattoo. Thank you, Violet Soaringale. Thank you, Rebecca Yaros. Between my sister, Fourth Wing, I had to get a dragon tattoo. So here it is. So I just took off the second skin because it was really irritating me. So that's what that line is. But my sister has this dragon on her. And so my dragon is called Guinevere. I absolutely love the details, love the shading. And then this little guy, he has a story all on his own. I call him Poochie because he's got a tiny little pooch, and I absolutely love him. When we got to the tattoo shop, Carolina drew out everything so beautifully and laid him out in front of us, and I saw Poochie. I saw this little guy, and my sister and I were like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. He has a little belly, he has feet. So I'll go right here. So you can see he's got his little belly, he's got little feet, whereas this guy has just like a long tail. I mean, I was in love with Poochie. But my sister and I decided we're just gonna get Guinevere. We're gonna get this dragon and let that be. So she tattooed that dragon on me, and Guinevere looked a little bit lonely, and I was really sad when she put Poochie away. So I said, let's put Poochie on. So I have Guinevere and Poochie. My sister's dragon is named Fiona, and I love this dragon tattoo. When I go like this, you can see him. And the future, or as my sister and I call it, our 5-year tattoo plan, is to do like a half sleeve. So continue up here, kind of go down into my back, maybe even a little bit up here. So it's gonna take some time, but I love my dragons. They mean so much to me. And my sister and I, we have gone through a lot together growing up. We continue to go through healing, holding boundaries, just processing grief. And these dragons really represent her and I, just breathing fire, being strong through all of it. Dragons are not just fantasy creatures that make for a beautiful plot line. To me, they symbolize strength. They symbolize courage and flight and freedom. And so if you have a dragon tattoo or you've considered a dragon tattoo, comment below. I would love to hear about your design, but I love it. I cannot wait to add to it. I want to get another one, another dragon that goes up here, just like a whole family of dragons. Definitely more to come, but if you've thought about getting some cozy cottagecore tattoos, I highly recommend it. So thank you all so much for watching. Your support has been absolutely wonderful. I knew that YouTube was a beautiful community. I did not know the extent of it, the amount of women I'm meeting that love thrifting and books and fantasy. So I just want to thank every single one of you for stopping by. Be sure to subscribe, like, turn on the bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. Right now, it's about every week and a half. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an amazing day.